Zuri had always been proud of her hair, thick, black, and coiled like the branches of an ancient Iroko tree. It wasn't just hair to her. It was a symbol of her identity, strength, and beauty. Every Saturday morning, the small town of Umuoka came alive with the humming of clippers and the scent of mixed hair creams drifting through the main market. But among the dozens of barbers who lined the busy street, one man's shop always stood out. Baba Teo, the man with the golden clippers. People said his hands were blessed. That if he touched your hair, your confidence would multiply, your luck would rise, and your enemies would remain confused. Some said he prayed before every haircut. Some said he sang to the clippers. Others whispered that he mixed herbs from the old forest into his hair oils. Zuri had never visited him before. She only heard the stories. But one day, fate pushed her toward his shop. Her job interview was in 2 days. She needed a neat cut. And everyone insisted. If you want success, go to Baba Teo. She hesitated at the doorway. Incense burned in a clay pot. Strange symbols were carved on the walls, but harmless, artistic, decorative, she hoped. The man himself sat calmly behind the chair, smiling warmly. "Welcome, my daughter," he said softly. "Sit. Let me bring out the beauty hidden inside your crown." Zuri sat. But as soon as the clippers touched her head, she felt something, a wave of warmth. Or was it electricity? Her vision blurred. Her heartbeat slowed. And just before everything went black, she heard him whisper, "Do not fear. What you are about to see was always meant for you." Zuri opened her eyes. But she was no longer in the shop. She was standing in a vast open field, a golden plain stretching endlessly beneath a sky painted with violet clouds. A gentle wind blew through her hair, even though she knew she was supposed to be sitting in a barber's chair. "Where am I?" she whispered. A calm voice answered. "You are inside your own future." She turned and gasped. Before her stood a woman in white, glowing softly like moonlight wrapped in human form. Her eyes were kind but full of secrets. "Who are you?" Zuri asked. "I am Era," the woman replied. "The guide who walks with your destiny." Zuri stared, confused. "But how did I get here?" "The hands that touched your hair carry wisdom," Era said. "Your spirit opened, and you were brought here to see what awaits you, unless you change your path." The clouds above began to swirl. Suddenly, images appeared in the sky. Broken home. A betrayal from someone she trusted. A lost opportunity. A wrong decision that would change everything. "No, no, this can't be my future," Zuri cried. "It is one of them," Era said softly. "Your choices will lead you there. Unless you learn what you came here to see." A warm light wrapped around Zuri like a blanket. "When the vision ends, you will wake up," Era continued. "But before you do, there is one thing you must remember. Not everyone who touches your hair has good intentions. Some hands open doors. Some close them. And some steal what they didn't create." Zuri tried to speak, but the wind swallowed her voice. The golden plain tore apart into a swirl of colors, and she fell. Zuri jerked awake in the barber's chair. Her chest rose and fell rapidly as she gasped for breath. The shop was silent, too silent. Baba Teo stood behind her with a calm, unreadable expression. "You saw something," he said softly. Zuri's voice trembled. What did you do to me?" "I did nothing," he replied. "You opened a door that has always been inside you." She stared at her reflection. Her haircut was perfect, clean, elegant, refined. She looked like a new person. But her spirit felt shaken. "What did the vision mean?" she asked. Baba Teo sat across from her. "People think hair is just hair," he began. "But in truth, it carries memory, carries energy, carries your story. This is why you cannot allow just anyone to touch it." Zuri swallowed hard. He leaned forward. "Some people cut your hair with love. Some cut it with jealousy. Some cut it with careless hands. And some cut it with intentions that even they cannot explain." Zuri felt chills run down her spine. "And you, my daughter," he said gently, are walking toward a crossroads. The vision you saw was a warning. What am I supposed to do? She whispered. Listen, he replied. Watch. Pay attention to the people around you. Your path is about to change. And not everyone who smiles at you wants to see you rise. Before she could ask more, the shop door swung open. A young man burst in, breathless, panicked. Zuri, he shouted. You need to come quickly. Something has happened. Her heart dropped. What? It's your sister. Zuri's thoughts spun like a whirlwind. Her sister. What happened? Did this have anything to do with the vision? When they reached the house, neighbors were gathered outside. Zuri forced her way through. Her sister, Nina, sat on the ground, crying. Her hair, which she had braided earlier that morning, looked disturbed, as if someone had pulled at it while she slept. Nina! Zuri knelt beside her. What happened? Nina trembled. I don't know. I was resting. I felt someone touch my head. And when I woke up, I couldn't move for a moment. It felt like my strength was gone. Zuri froze. Era's words echoed in her mind. Not every hand that touches your hair comes with good intentions. Did you see who it was? Zuri asked gently. Nina nodded weakly. It was someone we know. Zuri's eyes widened. Who? Nina whispered the name. And Zuri's heart shattered. Because it was someone she trusted deeply. Someone she laughed with. Someone who claimed to care for their family. Someone who had everything to gain if Zuri's destiny collapsed. In that moment, Zuri realized. The vision wasn't just about her future. It was about the danger already in her home. The next days were filled with tension. Zuri watched everyone closely. Their words, their behavior, their intentions. She paid attention to every detail of their interactions, recalling Baba Teyo's warning. And little by little, the truth unfolded. The person who touched Nina's hair had been trying to influence her decisions, to make her weak, confused, dependent. They wanted control. They wanted authority. And they were willing to cross boundaries to get it. In confronting them, Zuri found strength she never knew she had. Her journey, the vision, the warning, the awakening had prepared her for this. And in the end, truth won. The person confessed. Peace was restored. Nina healed. Zuri found clarity, confidence, and purpose. Before she left Baba Teyo's shop for the last time, she asked him one final question. Why me? Why was I shown all this? He smiled gently. Because your destiny is bright, he said. And the brighter the star, the more shadows gather around it. He placed a hand above her head. Not touching, just blessing. Go into the world with wisdom. Protect your crown, both the one you wear outside and the one within. Zuri walked away with renewed courage. And the message she carried, the message she would later share with millions, was simple, powerful, unforgettable. Before you allow anyone to barb your hair, watch this video. Because some hands shape your beauty, some hands shape your destiny, and some hands must never touch your crown.